GF said, "You're replaceable." I proved her right. She looked me in the eyes and said one word that changed everything. "You're replaceable." After everything I did for her, the time, the effort, the way I always stayed, that's what I was to her, replaceable. And the worst part, she thought I'd still stay, still chase her, still prove my worth. But this time, I didn't argue. I didn't beg. I just walked away. No calls, no texts, no second chances. And weeks later, the same girl who called me replaceable was standing at my door, realizing I replaced her with something she could never compete with: peace. My name's Noah Bennett, and I wasn't always the kind of guy who walked away. I used to stay, fix things, make excuses for people who didn't deserve it, especially her. Her name was Clara Hayes, confident, charming, the kind of girl people noticed the second she walked in. And for a while, she chose me. At least that's what I thought. In the beginning, everything felt perfect. She'd text me first, call me late at night just to hear my voice, tell me I was different from every guy she'd ever met. "You're not like the others," she'd say, smiling. "You actually care." And I did. Too much. I made time for her no matter how busy I was, listened to her problems like they were my own, showed up every single time. And slowly, she stopped trying. It didn't happen overnight. It never does. First, the late replies, then canceled plans, then the attitude. "You're overthinking," she'd say whenever I asked if something was wrong. So I stopped asking, because I didn't want to lose her. But in the process, I started losing myself. One night, everything came crashing down. We were at a small get-together, nothing big, just friends, music, drinks. Clara was across the room laughing with a group of people. I watched her for a moment, not with jealousy, but with a strange feeling I couldn't explain, like I didn't belong there. Then I saw it. Her, talking to another guy, smiling in that way she used to smile at me. I walked over. "Hey," I said calmly. She barely looked at me. "Hey?" I nodded towards the guy. "Can I talk to you for a second?" She sighed. "Now?" That one word told me everything. "Yeah, now." She rolled her eyes, but followed me to the side. "What?" she asked, clearly annoyed. I took a breath. "Is something wrong?" She laughed, actually laughed. "You're doing this here?" "I'm just asking. Noah, you really need to stop acting like this." "Like what?" "Like you own me." That hit hard. "I don't think I own you," I said quietly. "I just thought we respected each other." She smirked. And then she said it. "You're not special, Noah." Silence. "You're replaceable." The noise around us faded. The music, the people, everything. All I could hear were those two words: replaceable. I looked at her, waiting, hoping she'd take it back, say she didn't mean it. She didn't. Instead, she crossed her arms, like she was daring me to react. And in that moment, something inside me changed. Not anger, not heartbreak. Clarity. I nodded slowly. "Got it." She frowned. "That's it?" I gave a small shrug. "Yeah." She looked confused, almost disappointed, like she expected more. An argument, a scene, me begging her to stay. But instead, I just walked away. That night, I didn't text her, didn't call, didn't try to fix anything. Because for the first time, I understood. If I was replaceable to her, then she could be replaceable to me, too. Days passed. She didn't reach out. Neither did I. And slowly, my life got quieter, but also better. I focused on myself, work, health, peace. No drama, no anxiety, no constant feeling of not being enough. Just freedom. A week later, she finally texted. "Are you seriously not going to talk to me?" I read it and put my phone down. Another message. "You're being immature." Still nothing. Because this time, I wasn't playing the game. 2 weeks later, she showed up. At my place. I opened the door, and there she was. Clara. But not the same Clara. No confidence, no attitude. Just uncertainty. "Can we talk?" she asked softly. I stepped aside. "Sure." She walked in slowly, looking around like she didn't belong there anymore. "What's going on with you? Why are you acting like this?" I leaned against the wall. "Like what?" "Like I don't matter." I almost laughed. "You said I was replaceable," I replied calmly. Her expression shifted. "That's not what I meant." "No, you meant it." Silence. "I just didn't think you'd act on it." There it was. She thought I'd stay, no matter what. "I did you a favor. What? I proved you right. Confusion filled her face. You said I'm replaceable, I continued. So I replaced you with peace. That hit harder than anything. Her eyes filled with tears. Noah, please, I didn't mean to hurt you. I looked at her, really looked, and for the first time, I felt nothing. No, I said quietly. You just didn't think I'd leave. She stepped closer. We can fix this. I shook my head. Some things don't need fixing. They need ending. Silence. Heavy. Final. She stood there for a moment, waiting, hoping, but I was already gone. Not physically, but emotionally. I never thought you'd replace me, she whispered. I gave a small, calm smile. That's the point. And then I walked to the door, opened it. She hesitated, but eventually she walked out. This time, for good. I closed the door, took a deep breath, and for the first time in a long time, I didn't feel replaceable. I felt irreplaceable. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more real story.